All right. Welcome back to Currency 365 and also Eyes Open Media. Hope you guys are doing well. Okay, so let me tell you guys what happened when I finally not gonna say have the courage because I don't want to live I don't live in fear. I don't want to ever live in fear. But let me just tell you guys what happened when I actually went up to a modern woman, a bronze modern woman. She's caramel. She's lighter than this woman here, but I wanted to use this woman because she's beautiful. She's got a beautiful smile with beautiful natural hair. So and but the modern woman was bronze. She was caramel, so like maybe like maybe a little bit like not light caramel, but like in like middle caramel. Well, maybe caramel. I'm just gonna use caramel. Okay, so she was caramel, and she's young. She's a young woman. She's probably, I will say, she's probably 24 to 25. Okay. And she used to come in the gym like I'll say once a week maybe. Okay. And then all of a sudden she started coming to the gym every day. Okay. So I started seeing the pattern because you guys all know when you're in the gym, you start seeing people's patterns, right? Because you're on the treadmill, you're on the ellipticals, or you're on the stairmaster or whatever you're on, and you just watch people. You just watch and you observe, and you like, okay, he was here yesterday, she was here yesterday, she's been here all week, she's missed the whole week, or maybe they haven't really missed the whole week, maybe they came in at a different time. Okay. So, and that's the thing about it as well. Like maybe they came at a different time, right? So, but either way, she started coming like every other day, and then she just boom, she started coming every day. So she's been in the gym. I think she missed a day. She missed maybe one day in the last 10 days. So she's been coming to the gym at least in my time. She might have come before and after. We don't know. Sometimes you miss people, right? Because you're only in the gym for about an hour or 2 or 3 hours at the max. So you might miss people throughout the day. Um, and so you might be there with somebody in the gym for 3 hours. You never see them because you go this way, they go that way. They're playing ball. You're over here benching or whatever, and then you go off the bench and you go over here. You go to the locker room. They go over here. You know what I mean? So and then you leave, and then they go into the locker rooms. You just never you could be in the gym. I've seen that happen. You've been in the gym. You be in the gym for 2 hours and just hanging out, and that person's in the gym, and you never ever see them, right? And you might see them at the very end. Okay, so you've been here the whole time. Yeah, you know. Um. So, anyways, so I observed this woman, because just like I do all everybody else. I'm not picking her out or anything like that, but um, and I observed that just like the other bronze women, she doesn't talk to anybody. She doesn't even talk to other bronze women. Okay, so this is how bad it is for communication with bronze women. We've been talking about it, and so she doesn't even communicate with other bronze women. She doesn't even look at them. Like she doesn't even say hi. She doesn't communicate with anybody. She doesn't communicate with anybody. Okay, and this is how she's been the whole time. Okay, so I think she's been in the gym for maybe 5 months, or at least I've seen her for 5 months. Yeah, about 5 months. It's been about 5 months. So and she's lost weight. She's definitely trimmed up. She's definitely trimmed up and things like that. She's still got some work to do, but she's definitely trimmed up and things like that. You can tell that she's youthful and the youth is carrying her, but she's not like sloppy or anything like that. She's not heavily thick and she's not slim thick. She's like moderate thick. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of weird. It's a weird shape, but it's you know what I mean. But if you see it, you'll know what I'm talking about. For you fellas out there, you'll know what I'm talking about. But so she's not sloppy and she's not slim thick. She's like in that middle, in that middle part, that moderate thick to, you know what I mean? Like if you get a personal trainer you know what I mean, you do some crunches and you do some squats and crunches and things like she could be literally, go from like from a 6 to a 8. You know what I mean? And be really good. You know what I mean? But so she's at that level. She's at that 6 level. You know, I'll give her a 6. Okay, and with work to potentially be an 8. You know, if we're using the Kevin Samuels thing, right? So but she doesn't talk to anybody. You know, she doesn't talk to anybody. I mean, I never seen this before, folks. I ain't never. And you women out here, you modern women out here, is that weird that bronze women don't talk to anybody in the gym? That doesn't make any sense to me. I've never seen it. I used to be out in Lifetime Fitness, and all the women would talk. All the women. I mean, this is a long time ago. All the women would talk. Every woman would say hi, and they would talk to everybody. They would talk to other people. There was no problem. If something's going on down in the water or something, because bronze women don't talk to nobody. it's it's almost as if everybody has a disease, and I can't even say hi to you, Negro. You know what I mean? Like they won't say hi to Asian women. They won't. She won't say hi to nobody. Okay, and she has this facial expression as if don't even talk to me, you know what I mean? Like you know, and I know women do that on purpose. I know a lot of women because my ex used to did that on purpose. She didn't want no man to talk to her. She wanted to have a serious face on and do her workout and have no men talk. But there's a difference between doing that while you're working out and then once you're resting and then taking that face off because you're no longer in your workout and taking that face off and being back into your feminine role and then greeting people and saying hi. And my ex did that perfectly. You know, she would get into her serious role and she would do her workout, and then once she relaxed she would go back into her feminine role, and then she would greet people and say hi and things like that, right? So there's several women in the gym that do that perfectly. They do it perfectly, but for some reason the bronze women have a hard time doing this. The Latino women have it down pat, let's put it that way. um but so she never smiles. She never says hi. She never says hi to anybody, not even the women. Okay, she will walk by everyone without saying hi, and she will literally work out for 2 hours and not even talk to any person in the gym, not one person. Okay, and so I was working out with one of my boys that are in the gym, and and she comes over to that set to our section, and because she wants to do some stuff on the mat, and there's some dumbbells sitting right next to her as she sits down. And I was like, man, you know what? This is my perfect chance to say hi to her. You know what I mean? Just to say hi. I was like, you know what? I'm about to just go say hi to her, right? So, because I was doing some pull ups and chin ups and stuff. You know what I mean? And so, you know, I was like, oh, this is my time to say, let me just go say hi to her, man, because she got this mean mug on her face, and I know this is a front. This is a front that many women, modern women, bronze modern women especially, are putting on. They putting on this front with their mean mugs, and they're keeping that mean mug on because they have been lied to by their mothers and their grandmothers, and to fear the world, to fear men, to fear the system, to fear everything. Everything is fear, 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 fear. You know, it's all about you. You don't need nobody else. You don't need a legacy. You don't need a family. You don't need anything. Just you and your PhD. I'm a PhD. You know what I mean? So, you know, like, and so I go over there. You know, I go over there. And she looks up, right? She looks up, and the first thing she says is, "Oh, are these yours?" Right? So she finally speaks to somebody, right? That was stunning. You know, what I mean, I was excited about that. Finally hear her speak because I've never heard her speak because she never said a word to anybody. Okay, even when she comes in the front, she doesn't even say hi to people. Like, you know what I mean? She just puts her card in and goes, right? And so, and ladies, I that has to be stressful. because we are here to communicate with each other. We're here to love each other and communicate and bond. How much money and resources do you think that woman has lost by keeping her mouth shut and not smiling? It's probably unlimited. She's probably working or going to school and working, and she drives a car, and I seen her car. It's not a good car. You know what I mean? It's a maybe a $7,000 car. You know what I mean? Like, she's just, so it's like she's living that life where it's like, okay, I'm going to school, I'm in a deadbeat job or whatever. I'm just starting out because she's young, so you get to go through that little stage. We all went through that stage. I worked at McDonald's, so we get to go to that grinding stage, which is fine. But we really don't have to go through that if we open our mouths and smile. I mean, women don't have to suffer. No, if a woman looked like this most of the day, do you think she would have a beautiful life, or do you think she'll have a negative life? Just use common sense. If a woman walked around and had this smile on her face and looked like this, do you think her life would be beautiful, or you think her life would be miserable? If you said her life will be beautiful, you're absolutely correct. Because women are women, right? They're not men. So a woman that has a beautiful attitude and a beautiful smile and is feminine like this, their lives are usually, unless there's some other circumstances that happen, we get it, but usually their lives are filled with happiness, right? And they enjoy lots of good things because men will spoil women that have smiles on their face and natural hair and feminine. Men adore women like this. That's why I used her picture, right? The lady that I'm talking about doesn't look like this. She's caramel. But this woman is so beautiful and feminine and smiling and natural hair and natural that it's attractive. It's what we like. You know what I mean? It's what we would die for. It's what we would protect at all costs. And that's what we're trying to get these modern women to understand. You know what I mean? You're going the opposite way of what we like, right? And it's not working for you because you're not even happy doing it your way. And that's the thing. Women aren't even happy. Modern women aren't even happy doing it their way. Modern women aren't even happy being feminists. Modern women aren't even happy being unmarried and childless, or being married, or having a child with no marriage. They're not even happy. How many women come on social media and YouTube and all these platforms, and in their 40s and 45s, 50s, and like, I would have done it differently. I would have done it differently. Every single one of them, I would have done it differently. I'm not happy being alone in my bed, you know. You know what I mean? And so we know that women doing it their own way, they're still not happy. They're more free than ever before, and they're still not happy. You know what I mean? So this, if you do it this way, then you get to be in your queen role. You get to be in order. You get to be feminine. You get to be beautiful, natural, and you get to be adored by men. And you're running to do the other stuff. You're running to cut your hair off and be bald and feminine, feminist, and and all this other crap, and you're not happy. You're in depression. You're in anxiety. What? And so that's because you're out of order. That's because you're out of order. So I went up to the woman, and she said, "Is this your? Are you using these?" And because the dumbbells were right there, right? And I said no. And when I said no, right? But first of all, I heard her speak for the first time, right? I didn't know she sounded like that, so it almost fit her. You know what I mean? I wasn't surprised. You know what I mean? By the way she sounded. But when she said, "Are these your dumbbells? Are you using these?" And I said no, like that, like I said no. And she then knew in her mind that I was here to holler, right? Now, of course, I wasn't there to holler. I was just there to say hi, and that she was, she was working hard, and she was coming in every day, and I liked the progress that she was making, and then keep it up, right? I was there to motivate her, right? I wasn't there to holler at her, but she, in her mind, thought, "Uh-oh, okay, so he's not here for the dumbbells. He's here to holler." And guess what happened, fellas and ladies? This happened. This big old smile, and her eyes lit up, and she had this big old smile on her face. All of that mean mugging, mean face, all that stuff went away. It was just, it's just the persona. It's just, it's all fairy tales, right? It's a deception. You know what I mean? As soon as I said no, everything, I mean, her eyes lit up, and she got into her feminine role immediately, right? And so, she was looking at me, and she was waiting for me to speak, right? Because I told her, no, I'm not here for that, right? And then so she was looking at me, and she was like, and I was like, and I told her, you're here. I see you here every day now. You're working hard now. You doing your thing now. She's like, yeah, right. And so all of that all of that feminist and masculinity, all of that mean mugging stuff went out the window immediately. You know what I mean? And she was beautiful, you know what I mean? And that's what we want you ladies all the time. We want you in that feminine role, in that queen role, and just in that order, in that discipline, in that structure. That's how you are going to be able to thrive in this life because you are in your order. We're not here to rule over you or dismantle you or anything like that or do harm to you. We want you to thrive, and you can only thrive when you're in the order that God created you to be in, and even the universe. You know what I mean? The humanity. I mean the human nature. Just nature in general. You don't see any other species doing what you guys are doing, right? The lions, the monkeys, and all the buffaloes, the birds, the ladies play their role perfectly. That's why they thrive. The Asian women play their role perfectly. That's why they thrive, right? At least here in America. I don't know. In Japan, they're having some problems in Japan and other places. Women are single and dying alone. And so it's happening over there. But here in America, these women out here in America, these Asian women out here in America are thriving. And they are, they are coupling up quick. There's not a lot of single, attractive, feminine Asian women out there. Let's put it that way. A lot of them got men, right? And if they have to get a Latino or bronze man, they would do it quickly, you know. And so they know how the game goes, you know what I mean? And of course, the Caucasian women too. But all of this, mean mugging stuff, it don't work. It don't work, ladies. It don't work. There's another woman in the gym. And people just, I can already tell because I can, I'm a prophet, so I can tell what people are thinking. So I have that gift as well, and so I can already tell that people call her meanie. That's what they call her, meanie. And I told her too. I told her, you're mean. I told her to her face. I said, you're mean. You know what I mean? And so she ain't changed. She's still the same. You know what I mean? What you want? Like anytime you come up to her, like, what you want? You know what I mean? Like she's beautiful, right? She's beautiful, you know what I mean? She's young, beautiful, attractive woman, but she's mean, you know what I mean? She might be a feminist as well, I don't know, but she's got that attitude. Like she's got that attitude, and nobody even like unless you know her personally or went to school with her or college with her or you're at the gym, like you're an employee at the gym. No one talks to her because they already know that she's gonna be like, get away from me, right? So it's, and that's got to be a sad life, because when women act like that, and they're acting all masculine and stuff like that, that's got to be a sad life, to be able to have to live like that. When you see other women in the gym, the other Asian Latino women talking to all the guys, being feminine, being just easy to communicate with, and you're over there sitting over there with a mean mug, and you're like, yeah, 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 whatever. But you're beautiful. She's beautiful, but her attitude is like, and no one wants to even bother with her, right? So I got to work on her. I talked to her yesterday, because there was a guy that I ain't even gonna talk about it. Let's just keep let's keep moving. But she's got some work to do. Let's just put it that way. But the other one, her, she changed. So now that when she comes in the gym, it's easy to talk to her. It's easy to say hi to her now, because I broke that barrier there, right? And so when I talk to her, maybe other guys are gonna say hi to her now. You know what I mean? And so, maybe other guys will say hi. So when I see her again, in the gym, she'll probably wave to me, or I'll say hi, what's up, you back? And she'll, yeah. You know what I mean? And so it's breaking that mold, it's breaking that barrier, and sometimes guys, we're gonna have to do it, because the women are just they've been taught wrong, and so they're going by what they've been taught by Big Mama and their mom. And so sometimes we might have to be the ones that step up and have to break that mold. And so yeah, so I'm working on the other one. So there's a couple of women in there, and they're all bronze. They're all bronze. The ones that I have to work with, or I have to work on, are all bronze. All of them are bronze. Every single one. The the Caucasian women, I don't have to work on anything. They all say hi. The Asian women all smile and wave and things. And then the Latino women communicate. They talk. The Latino women love to talk, right? And so they talk all day long. They will wave, and then they'll talk. How you doing, Poppy? Like, they will talk all day long, right? It's the bronze women that they don't talk. They have a mean mug, and they hate communicate. They love communication, but you have to break the wall, right? And so that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be doing that over the next few weeks, few months. My mission is to break down the walls of the bronze woman, break that mean mug off their face, and get them to this point, because this is how beautiful they are, when they're smiling, and they're feminine, and they're natural. And and where do you find women more natural? At the gym. They don't have tons of makeup on, you know what I mean? Because they're sweating and they're working out, so they're mostly in their natural state in the gym. You see their natural bodies, you don't see their filters, you know what I mean? So they're natural, at the hospital or at the gym, right? It's basically when they're natural. So you get to see women in their natural state, with no makeup, or very little makeup on, with their natural hair. They take the weave out, or they put the weave in a ponytail or something, and they have their natural bodies, and they're working out. Like, you know what I mean? And so that's the state that men need to see women, because that's who we're going to be marrying, right? We're not marrying a filter. We're marrying the natural state of you. You know what I mean? And so, so if we're going to be marrying that, why give us the fantasy when we're marrying the natural, right? So we need to see you in your natural state. And that's why there's so many divorces, because a lot of women are never in their natural state, and then when they get into their natural state, the man's like, who is this? Where's my wife at? You know what I mean? And he doesn't understand what's going on, because you never shown him your natural state, and that's who he's marrying. He's not marrying this other person that you're pretending to be. He's marrying your natural person, right? And that's the confusion part right there. That's the deception part, is when the women wear all these weaves and makeups and wigs, and put all the stuff on, and hide their stomachs, and flat tummy stuff, and all these things, and they hide who they really are, and they put on this they create themselves into another person. The man you're marrying isn't seeing the natural you. And so he needs to know who you actually are, because that's who he's going to be around majority of the time. You know what I mean? And that's where the problem comes in. So anyways, ladies, a tip: if you like a man and you think he's the one, or you think he might be the one or whatever, and you pray about it and everything like that, show him your natural state immediately. Like, don't wait on that. Show him your natural state. And matter of fact, be in natural state more than ever. Okay. When you meet a man, ladies, be in your natural state, because that's what he really wants to see. Okay, he needs to see how you are in your natural state, with your hair tied up and no makeup, and with your normal pajamas and your clothes. You know what I mean? Like, you got to show your man your natural state, because that's who he's going to be around with when he's marrying you, right? He's not going to be with this other thing that you're pretending to be. The faster you show him your natural state, the faster you gonna know if that's the man for you or not. Because if you show him your natural state and he runs away, then he's not for you. Because you know what I mean. So I think women who likes a man and a man likes you, go ahead and show him your natural state. Don't be shy, because he's already in his natural state. Unless he has some type of toupee on, or some type of glued weave haircut or something like that, he's already in his natural state. So he needs to see you in your natural state, and be in your natural state most of the time, because the real men that want to marry a woman and want a wife want you in your natural state most of the time. And for godly men, we want you in natural state all the time, because we don't like the makeup and weaves and wigs. We don't like that stuff. We want you in your natural state all the time. I'm talking about the worldly. I'm talking about just in general, right? But if we're talking about godly people, we want you in your natural state all the time. We don't want you in makeup and weaves and the way where you can use sea moss. You see, put sea moss on your face. You know what I mean? Get that sea moss glow. That golden skin. That sea moss gets you, that skin will be golden. You have that bronze golden skin like Yeshua. Man, that thing is awesome. Anyways, peace out. God bless. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. But yeah, she started. I finally got a bronze woman to smile. Ooh, child, I swear. It took a while, but we're getting there, folks. We're getting progress, and that's all we care about. It's not where we start, it's where we finish. And when we finish this thing, we're gonna have all the women, all the bronze women, smiling, feminine, and ready to be wives. And that's where we want them, because that's where they thrive, in their queen role. Peace out. God bless. Eyes open.